All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Last Call podcast where we talk sports news and entertainment. Not always on the same day, not always at the same time. I had to come on here, talk about this Deshaun Watson thing. I know we just talked last episode about Deshaun Watson possibly starting due to the paper that he's being handed out and all the bread. But after watching those clips, it seems like the Browns are making decisions that are going to suit them for success. I would say in Shadur's case, he's getting maybe he's getting let off the hook a little bit because he does exactly what we need him to do. He has this 3 week hiatus where he doesn't have to play, he doesn't have any pressure on him, possibly 4 weeks. But Deshaun Watson, I still think we think he should have been cut. Should have been cut. Let him go find another team. That way he can do his thing and let Shadur ride this thing out because looking at the Brown schedule, there's no way on earth that they're going to win a lot of games this year unless a lot of things change. Now, do we think Deshaun Watson is going to be his old self, his Houston Texans self? I believe not. Now, do I think Shadur Sanders is the best quarterback for the job? Probably so, but he still needs something. He needs to teach us something. He has a little bit of learning to do. Obviously, he was a rookie last year, didn't play enough games. I would say at the end of the day, he's still your best shot to win games. So what Todd Monken said when he said Deshaun Watson is the best option right now to score points, we all know he's probably lying on that. This is a fib. Upper management, even, they're probably telling him to go in there and take one for the team. Don't worry, your job is safe. Who knows? Who knows what they're saying? Maybe he even went back door and told Shadur Sanders, "Hey, don't worry about what we're talking about right now. We got to start Deshaun Watson because we need to see what he has. There's nothing else we can do right now. We can't cut him because of the cap hit, close to 100 and something $1 million. It's a little bit too much. So we're going to give him a run, let you ride behind him, and then we're going to put you in midway through the season, like last year. Hopefully, spark the team, give us a boost, and you know. But at the end of the day, I don't like that for Shadur because it's just not fair to him. He's had to waste 2 years of his NFL career sitting behind somebody that's just not better than him probably at this point in his career. I don't think Deshaun Watson's better than Shadur at this point. We can all say that. Now, can Deshaun Watson snap out of it? That's to be continued. Can Deshaun Watson throw the ball downfield? That's to be determined. Can Deshaun Watson not throw interceptions because he's so afraid to, you know, push the ball up the middle and push the ball, further than 10 to 15 yards? My observations from last game, the last preseason game, Shadur Sanders was pushing the ball downfield, giving his team an opportunity to score points. Hence the Todd Monken conversation that we're saying he's fibbing, not telling the straight truth. Deshaun Watson didn't look like everything he was throwing with screen passes, dump downs, check downs, everything like that. I just didn't see him push the ball downfield, or even when he tried to push the ball downfield, it was a bad pass, not accurate throw. That's why you see the interception. I would definitely say, even though you look at the numbers in the Deshaun Watson's case, he might have more passing yards. It was one play that sprung everything on Deshaun Watson to the running back whenever he threw that screen, and he almost took it to the house. If you take that play away, he's way less than the Shador on numbers, and he's way less on completion percentage. Right now, Shador Sanders is still showing to be himself. He's completing the amount of passes that he typically completes on a different basis. He's doing, it looks from the naked eye, the eyes out from the TV screen, not being on the field, not being in the locker room, it looks to me like Shador has more control and more handle and more feel and more touch on this offense than Deshaun Watson. But obviously, we don't run the organization, and we know how the Browns organization has been running in the past. How do you say 100 years, however long the Browns have been around? So I would say we're going to let Deshaun Watson start as we predicted on our last episode. He's going to fall short. He's probably going to go 0-4, and they're going to start Shador at the Jets game. And then we'll see where it goes from there. As we looked at the schedule last week, it doesn't look like it's going to be a great season for either one of the quarterbacks. So that's the reason why we think Shador Sanders should just be starting so they can actually get better. They can get some more continuity, everything like that. Deshaun Watson does not need to be on the team because what are you going to do next year? You can't cut him this year, but you ain't paying him next year unless they're downright stupid. I don't care if Deshaun Watson goes 14-0. I'm probably not going to pay Deshaun Watson next year because I think I'm getting tricked. That's just my opinion. All I want to do is come on here and just touch base with y'all and just get it off my chest because the news was crazy. It was like somebody was trying to pull a prank on us, saying that the starter was named and to be Deshaun Watson when we haven't seen him play well in the preseason, haven't seen him play well in practice. I feel like the coach has a lot of pressure on his head right now, and he's got some boxes that he has to check off and do what they're told, do what he's told, and we'll see. We shall see. I mean, I wish Deshaun well. I don't want to see him fail. I definitely don't want to see nobody booed. I hated that. But I also don't want to see him react the way he did as the leader of the team, as the quarterback. You got to be a little bit more at peace with inside yourself to not react to how the fans treat you. They're not the organization. They're not the ones paying you all that money. Take care of the organization, perform on the field, and don't worry about the fans. That's all I got. We'll see y'all in the next episode when the season starts. Football season's here, baby. All right, y'all. Like, subscribe, comment if you have anything you want to input. Let's hear it. We'll talk to y'all later.